We are full-blown adults now, and I can assure you that the responsibilities will keep skyrocketing through the roof. The good thing about being in our 20s or early 30s or teen is the fact that you have time to make lots of mistakes, a lot of investments. You can start your journey to financial freedom, you can learn a lot of skills, you can switch from one career to the other. You have so many choices and you have time to figure yourself out. I'm still figuring out who I am and who I want to eventually become. I'm making this video because I also need to hear and apply these tips myself. In this video, we are going to be talking about practical tips we need to level up in our 20s. It's very easy for us to be carried away, especially with everything that is going on social media. No one can tell us what to do. We might think that we will be in our 20s for life, but to level up in our youths, there are some tips we all need that will help build us into who we'll be proud of later in life. I'm going to list these tips in no particular order. My first tip is discipline. I know this is not the first time you're hearing this, but why this is the most important tip of them all is the fact that it is the glue to every tip I'm going to be mentioning. When you have discipline in your life, you can make small sacrifices in the present for a better life in the future. Discipline creates habits. Habits make routines, and routines become who you are daily. The truth is, no matter how passionate you are about something or how you love what you're doing, some days you would want to quit or not do it anymore. What keeps you going isn't the motivation this time, but the discipline. In your 20s, you have the right to choose. No one will tell you what to do or what not to do. You can choose to not do anything and you won't be scolded. But with discipline, you would know that, oh, I need to do this. I need to work on this. I will use myself as an example. I currently have a full-time job, but I'm also a content creator majorly on YouTube. Guys, it is hard. When I say it's hard, it's hard. Content creation is already a full-time job. Then you add it with a full 9 to 5. Some days I just want to close my YouTube channel because 1, is damn hard. 2, nobody will beat me. 3, it is currently not paying so much, so it's not so much of a motivation. But because I know that I am building my brand, I need to put in the work. Releasing 2 videos every week or 1 video a week requires me scripting myself, shooting the video, editing and uploading all this myself alongside with a full-time job. Is enough to tell myself to quit, but then because of discipline, I have to keep going. How do I do this? I know that I have to make sacrifices. I either sleep late or wake up very early or cut my social media time to work on my brand. And then I start my full-time job, say around 9 a.m. or 10 a.m. in the morning. I try to block my personal calendar. I'm like, okay, on Monday, I will show you guys the calendar. I have a calendar for YouTube. So I'm like, okay, Monday and Tuesdays, I'm supposed to script. And then on Thursday, I'm supposed to shoot my videos. And then on Saturday, I'm supposed to edit my videos so I can meet up with once or twice upload. See, you need to put in the work. No one would do it for you. I know sometimes we say, oh, but this job doesn't give me time. Oh, but I don't have time. The truth is, if you want to make time for it, you will. Even if it means an hour every day, you can cut time. Maybe your social media time or your TV time or time you gist with your friends. You can block out time on your calendar, and when the alarm for you to get the work done rings, you get the work done. I'm not saying you have to be 100% all the time. I still have times where I snooze, but in the end, I find a way to pay for that lost time. You're not going to be in your 20s for the rest of your life. You need to learn discipline for yourself so you can even instill it, in your kids, as if you intend to have family, or your nephews or nieces or whoever you're going to be the guardian of. You just have to apply discipline. It will take you very far. I always tell myself it's better to be tired than broke. Trust me, you won't have the energy you have in your 20s and 30s when you're 50. So do it now. The second tip is cut every person who doesn't make you grow. Totally cut them off. Even if it includes me. If you know that I'm not adding to your life or I make you worse than you already are, please cut me off. A lot of people are in a fix because of the company they keep. A lot of people are so talented, they are smart, they are intelligent, but haven't been able to get things kicking for them because of the kind of friends they keep or they don't keep. There's a saying that you are the average of 5 people you surround yourself with. Who are you hanging out with all the time? Who are you listening to? Who are you watching? What are you reading? These things are very important. So many smart people are wasting away in prison because of the kind of company they kept. And if you ask them one thing they wish they did right, you hear most of them saying, I wish I kept a better company. Are you in a clique that all they discuss is boys, girls, smoking, partying, clubbing? I'm not saying you shouldn't. I mean, there should be a work-life balance, right? But when these things are the only things your friends discuss, you need new friends. Some people are with friends who tell them that they can't achieve anything. For example, you tell them, oh, I want to apply for this job. And the next thing you hear is, who will hire you? Or, oh, it's too hard. Or, I don't think you can do it. Whatever you want to achieve and you bring it to your friends and they always make you feel like you can't do it, or they don't encourage you or push you to challenge yourself, take it from me, make new friends. Leave them and you will thank yourself later. We can always do better for ourselves. On this journey of leveling up, you're going to lose friends and you're going to make a whole lot of friends. Make better choices because the friends you keep should challenge you. You need to have stimulating conversations, make one another better. Remember, your kids will call them aunties and uncles. Sometimes you might need to drop your kids off with them and maybe run an errand. Are you sure you want your kids to be around them? If the answer is no, then you need to think twice and reevaluate your friendship. I always try to make friends with people who know more than I do, people that I can learn from and also give. Any friendship that you're always the one giving, always teaching, always the one giving out, reconsider it, because friendship shouldn't be parasitic. When you're always the one giving, at some point you're going to run empty. Build bond with like-minded people. You will reach your goals faster. I'm telling you. The third one is investment. Yes, you probably must have heard it severally, and I keep saying it on this channel, and I'm not going to stop saying it. I know investment wasn't taught properly in schools, but is as important as you can imagine. I'm going to categorize them into three. The first one is your body and mind. Let me ask you this question. Say you have to pick one car and that's all you have to ride for the rest of your life. How would you maintain it? I'm sure you would take absolute care of it. That car is your body. When I say invest in your mind and body, I'm talking about exercising, reading books that keep your mind and soul very healthy, eating healthy, avoid foods, drinks, smoking, or harmful things that you know you shouldn't be taking. This is the body that will carry you till you die. You're not going to get a replacement. So whatever it takes to keep it healthy and kicking. Does it take reading good books, watching good content, drinking a lot of water, going to the gym? If you can't afford to go to the gym, you can work out from the comfort of your home. Thank God there is internet. You can always, Google exercises you can do at home without any equipment. The second investment is skills. These days, it isn't so much about who you know, which school you attended, but it is rather what can you do. The good thing about our generation is the fact that you can actually create your own job, unlike the time of our parents. You need to put in a lot of work to develop your skills. Skills that will earn you income. Skills that you can pass down to your children or your nieces or nephews. You need to build up skills, and soft skills included. A lot of people have very terrible and toxic habits that they blame on either horoscope or, in quotes, oh, this is who I am. No. We can do better. Learn soft skills that will take you places, and people who have to call you asshole. You're going to be working with people from different diversity, ethnicity, and background. You can't choose who you meet and work with in every area of your life, so you need skills that will help you on this journey. As you're working on your soft skills, you also need to learn skills that will put money in your pocket while maybe waiting for a particular job, or if you're looking to retire early. Learn to have intelligent conversations, learn to give a simple presentation, learn to reply official mails, learn to write well. These things build up your self-confidence as a person, and it provides more opportunities for you. The third category is financial investments. Stop buying things you don't need in 3 or 6 months. Stop wasting the little money you have or the money you're making. Yes, I get that life needs to be enjoyed, and I'm not against it at all. I also try to enjoy life too, as we have just one life to live, right? But because we have just one life to live doesn't mean that we have to finish all we are making at a go. When you're tempted to buy stuff, ask yourself, will I need this in 6 months' time? If no, now condition your mind that you have already wasted that money. Now use it to buy any amount of one of these company shares that you can afford, or crypto, or you put it in a high interest savings. What I do is this. After investing my usual amount monthly and the upkeep money I have is still remaining at the end of the month, instead of buying what I don't need, I just imagine that I have spent it already, and then I quickly invest it, and I try not to sell my investments. Guys, when you invest, I need you to always think long term. Some of you have finished all the profits you made in an investment. You mustn't eat out, you mustn't order food, you mustn't change your clothes every month. You need to learn to make sacrifices. Leave that money that you have invested. You have a lot of years ahead of you. You would need more money. If you think you want to start a family in the future, you will need a lot of money. Running a family is super expensive. Now is the time to lay that foundation. I know you want your kids to go to one of the best schools. You want them to live in the best cities. All these things cost money. So why waste the little you have? This our 20 is the accumulation period. Keep packing and keeping all the money, assets you can lay your hands on. Do not forget to live within your means, or even below your means. That's better. You need to lay that good foundation for your kids so they don't have to come here and start suffering. Then you can lay a very good foundation for them. This brings us to the next one, which is consistency. You probably see this everywhere. Consistency is when you know you're doing something and you aren't getting enough recognition, or the output you're expecting isn't what you're getting, but you keep doing it, even when the motivation is not there. If you check every influencer you know, every content creator, every entrepreneur that is successful, every artist, footballer, millionaire, billionaire, CEOs, you name it, they all have one thing in common when asked how they got there. You can never miss hearing, "I was consistent." Consistency is compounding. Keep building. It may not make sense now, but keep doing it. Keep learning, keep acquiring that skill, keep pushing. The consistency will pay off one day. Small discipline repeated with consistency every day leads to greater achievement gained slowly over time. Say for example, you want to learn to drive a car, right? And you put in an hour every day for say 30 days. That's 30 hours right there. Let me tell you the difference between someone who is being consistent and someone who isn't. With just a very simple example. I'm going to be displaying a picture on this side of the screen. We have someone who doesn't do anything for 365 days. Let's give the person one. And we have someone else who puts in just very tiny amount to his craft or whatever he wants to learn. And that's like 1.01. Just 1.01. See how tiny it is. But when this guy puts in that 0.01 every day for 365 days, the person is 37% times better than the guy who isn't doing anything. So please, I need us to understand the power of consistency. Even when you don't feel like putting in that work, don't worry, keep doing it. It will definitely pay off sooner than later. It's not going to be easy. Being consistent is one of the hardest things, but the reward is so worth it. The next one is taking advantage of the internet. A lot of you, I'm not judging, but a lot of you spend so much money and time on the internet and you're not making not even $1 from it. Do you know that you can gain crazy skills, business ideas, money from the internet just with the same amount of money you're spending watching people's pictures or videos? This internet era has to be one of the best things that happened to our generation. On this internet, you have all the resources you need to be who you want to be or who you're aiming to be. The only thing stopping you is laziness and tiredness to put in the work to either read or research. Just to make a simple research, most of you will say they don't have time or they don't have the strength to do that. But you can watch every WhatsApp status, you can watch all IG stories, you can watch all pictures and skits all day long, but not $1 is coming from that much time spent. Guys, if this is you, I need you to re-strategize. I'm not judging you because I also spend time on the internet, but it's regulated. You and I know that we can do better. There are resources, podcasts, channels, websites that teach for free anything you want to learn. To start and own an online business has been made easier. Lots of free websites. You can own your own blog without being a software developer. You can own an e-commerce store for almost $0. You can start your own media TV. You can take advantage of YouTube or Instagram. You can write and be paid. You can make skits and be paid. You can be an affiliate marketer. You can sell things on Amazon. You can write and publish a book from the comfort of your home using Amazon. I don't want it to be too late, guys. We need to move with the trend. That is why I say that the people you keep around you matters a lot. What are you researching on? What are you building? What are you looking to build? The other day, I saw a 12-year-old boy made $400,000 selling NFTs. And I know some of you do not even know what NFT means. It's fine. It's okay. You need to bring out time to research and work on yourself. I need to do better. You need to do better. We all need to do better. We truly can do better for ourselves. This internet is gold mine. There is so much to learn using it. Like editing a video, all I had to do, like for me to, when I started my YouTube channel and I needed to, learn how to edit, all I had to do was go on YouTube and I took up to 3 to 4 courses for free. And once in a while, I try to, learn to get better at editing. I edit all my videos, right? No one would do these things for you. You will be the one to change your story. You need to be prepared for when opportunity presents itself. Do not use the internet for just entertainment alone. Take serious advantage of it. The next one I have is set a goal. It's okay to not know exactly what you want to do, but then you need to set a goal for yourself. What would you want to achieve at a particular time? Maybe not a very long-term goal, but at a particular time, what do you want to achieve? Say, for example, I want to be able to publish my first course, or maybe I want to be able to work for this firm or that firm. Having a goal gives you a sense of direction. Setting goals give you long-term vision and short-term motivation. It focuses your acquisition of knowledge and helps you to organize your time and your resources so that you can make the most of your life. With goal setting, you know that, okay, say for example, when I wake up, I want to do something like this. I have to do things that would drive me closer to the goal. For example, I want to see this channel get 10,000 subscribers in the next 6 months. What do I have to do? I know that I need to publish quality content at least once or twice a week. And to do that, I need to improve my scripting. I need to improve my editing and the speed at which I used to edit. I need to improve my researching skills. And I also need to keep researching topics that would benefit my subscribers. And then if in 6 months I do not get there, it's fine. I readjust the goal, reevaluate, re-strategize, and see what I'm doing wrong. Giving the channel also patience to grow as well. So having a goal doesn't mean that it's the end. So if I hit the 10K goal maybe before the 6 months, I set a new goal. And that's how we keep pushing. Let's have goals. Let's have the goals that we set, because it helps us manage our progress. Always, go back to the drawing board to re-strategize. If it's not working, come up with a better plan, try it again, you add, you subtract, and that is how, it works. This brings us to the next point, which is be patient. One common thing about my generation is the fact that we are very impatient. We want to make it immediately. We want to plant our corn and harvest immediately. For example, maybe you invest in the stock market, right? Or you're learning a skill, or you just even released an album, or just anything that needs to yield something. We mostly do not have the patience to let it materialize. I can be guilty of these things at times. I remember when I started this YouTube channel, right, newly, I would go and watch big YouTubers with maybe like 100K or 1 million or 10 million subscribers, and I'll start comparing myself to them. I will upload and I'll be, feeling bad because no one is watching my video, but then they would upload and they will have millions of views. I'm like, later when I started watching podcasts, reading up on how to be patient and give it time, I start asking myself, is it that you don't even, acknowledge the fact that these people have probably been on YouTube for so many years? The sweat and blood they've put into their work. Imagine me that has maybe less than 100 videos. I'm comparing myself to someone that has 3,000 videos on YouTube. Do you know what it takes to have 3,000 videos on YouTube, or even 200 videos on YouTube? I'm talking about the time, I'm talking about the sweat, the effort they put in. You know what it means to come up with video ideas, you edit it, and people would want to watch it. So we need, to be patient. Keep building, keep growing, keep learning. So if you're one of those people that started something newly and you're expecting it to, go viral immediately, or you're supposed to blow immediately, we need to be patient. Things like this take time. Keep putting in the work. Even when you think people are not watching, people are watching. I saw a video of a man who invested $100,000 in Apple in 2009. When the money grew from 100K to 350K, he was so tempted to sell. He called his mentor and told the mentor that he wanted to sell, seeing that 350K is such a huge amount of money. And he also wanted to get some nice things for his mom. His mentor gave him 2 options. Cash out the money and buy your mom nice things, and I won't, mentor you anymore. Or take the second option, which is not cashing out, be patient, and find another way to buy something for your mom. He took the second option, which meant he didn't cash out the money. 2021, guys, the investment is worth $16 million. Why did I bring this up? Sometimes you make investments and you're in such a hurry to have it, or to have it materialize. When you sell the profit, or when you see a profit, you sell it off. The money mostly goes to something you can't even remember spending on. So the mentality I have around investment is to see it as something that I am not supposed to touch. This is why I invest with money I don't need, so that I won't be tempted to sell off. Invest and forget about it. Whatever investment it is, maybe building a skill, or investing in a property, or starting up a company, whatever it is, it requires a lot of patience. Now the next one is having a mentor. I know you might quickly jump to, but then I don't have anyone, or I need to pay, or I'm better off myself. Firstly, you don't need to know anyone personally, but you can find online. You can follow the person on social media, you can chat the person up. If the person doesn't reply, it's fine. Just follow up on whatever platform you can find the person and keep learning from them. And you can have more than one mentor as well. Secondly, if it requires you paying for it, if it's worth it, please pay. The reward is nothing close to how much is nothing close to how much you even paid to be in the mentorship group. Imagine if the man sold at 350K. If he didn't listen to his mentor, I'm sure he would have cashed out that money. His mentor helped him tremendously. Find people in your niche. They will help you avoid mistakes they made. They will help you make better decisions. When choosing a mentor, please follow someone who knows what they are doing. Having a mentor speeds up your process. Something that might have taken your mentor years to achieve, he or she can teach you ways to achieve them in lesser time. Some of you will have mentors, and once they scold you, you leave them or say they are mean. But then nothing good comes easy. Take and soak in all you can from them. learn from their mistakes, follow their direction, follow the direction they are leading you. They are your mentors for a reason. Be patient with them, and also remember they're humans like you and I. I see, sometimes when celebrities make mistakes, people are like, how can they? Or people judge them differently. Do not forget that these mentors or these role models are human beings just like you and I. This brings us to the next one, which is take risk. Yes, take as much risk as you can in your 20s. All you have in your 20s is time. You have to use your time wisely. If something you're doing doesn't interest you anymore, quickly switch up. There is no time to waste time. The good thing about being young is the fact that you have all the time in the world to learn whatever you want to learn. Do not let anyone or anything put you in a box. If you start off medicine today or want to be a lawyer, and you choose and you see that you're no longer interested, and you've carefully considered everything that has to do with you switching, and you think it is okay, please switch. So your 20s is the time you have to find yourself. Do not for any reason box yourself. If people know you for doing this and you're tired of it, you have every right to say, oh, I used to do this, but I no longer have interest. This is what I want to do. It is fine. Take a lot of risk. You fail, you stand up. When they say do not give up, it doesn't mean that when something is obviously not working, you have to keep doing it. No, it just simply means try something else. If A isn't working, try B. If B isn't working, try C, but do not stop trying. You have better chances at winning. The last but not the least is commit to a lifelong learning. You can never be perfect. You can never know it all. The world is changing so fast. Do not be left behind. If you're in a field, try and keep yourself updated. The world passes by so fast. In this our generation, to be able to survive, you need to prove that you can do something. Never get tired of learning and growing. Have an open mind. Do not be fixated on this is what I know, or this is how it has to be done. No. You're going to meet a lot of people who are way smarter than you. You need to be humble. Let people teach you. Practice humility. Practice gratitude. Sharing, caring, be nice to people. Help as many people as you can. Try to avoid shortcuts. Keep your hands clean. I'm very sure that when we keep doing all of these things, we will excel in life. I believe we can be better versions of ourselves, be the quality you expect from people, work on yourself, develop yourself, become the best version of you. I know we can do this, guys. Remember to take breaks, travel, see the world, fall in love, make friends, party, sleep, play games, do whatever makes you happy. And at the end, we can say we fought a very good fight. I hope this video was very helpful to you. If you picked up a thing or two from this video, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and help tell your friends about my channel as well. Also, let me know what kind of videos you want to see on my channel. I'll be sure to create them. Until next time, guys, bye.